Tervetuloa takaisin Phoenix Wright Ace Attorneyn läpipeluseen. Tämä on episodi 3, luultavasti viimeinen jakso, viimeinen osa. Viime kerran kerättiin materiaalia. Mennättiin tulla mafian poistamiksi. Tänään on materiaalipäivä. Court is now initiating the fourth trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Now both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, the Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss Devasks to the stand. Miss Devasks is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Devasks, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in the Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike this banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasks. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her in with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had a saltacomi. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. And that's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What with that monkey's head toppling over? Manila used this van to drive Vasks to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. I read the trailer, a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4 o'clock. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness didn't come here to engage in our conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering. No. The meeting ended at 4 o'clock and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5 o'clock. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was stay there, obvious edge with. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you. What does that mean? Eikö se käyty jo läpi? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Joo. Monen aika tää oli. Neljä aikaa. Tää siirrettiin just 4 aikaa. On vähän jumissa. Mitä mun pitää keksiä tähän? Millä mä todisin, että se ei syönyt sitä? Hetkonen. Miten ne sai sen steakin? Joku sanoi jossain vaiheessa, että se assistantti toi niille sen ruoan. Mutta se ei ole voinut päästä sinne, koska tää pää on ollut tiellä. Nää, ei. Tämä mun pitäis varmaan keksiä tällekin. Ootko näin? En mä keksi, koitetaan. Tässä on mitään järkeä. Joo, ei. Miten mä todistan, että se ei syönyt sitä T-bone steakkiä? Koska siinä oli 2, jotka oli syöty. Tai ei mulla siihenkään mitään todistusta. Ei sulla ois kuvaa siitä? Ei. Tästä tulee feili kyllä. Koitinko mä tätä jo? Taisin koittaa. Varmasti. Koitaan tätä tähän vai kuitenkin mä tätä jo. Koitaan tota sitten vielä. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Uh-oh. This court finds the defendant Mr. Willpower's guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wap wap wap. Hitto mä en keksi. Et se onneksi on mitään semmoista, että niinku, että oot missannut jonkun evidenssi, että tää ei muuten menisi eteenpäin. Mulla on mitä mun pitää tehdä, mutta ei nyt vaan keksi. Se on jotain erittäin randomia. Jotain mikä ei tuu mulle nyt mieleen. Se meni sinne joskus vähän ennen 12, joten tää ei oo vielä tippunut siinä kohtaa. Kuitetaan tätä tähän. En kyllä tiedä mikä tässä on korrelaatio, mutta... No ei. Tähän mä oon koottunut sitä päätä jo. Tähän mun pitäisi nyt koittaa keksiä joku. En keksi korrelaatio, en keksi korrelaatio, en keksi korrelaatio. En keksi korrelaatio, en keksi korrelaatio. En keksi korrelaatio. Koitin jo. En keksi korrelaatio. En keksi korrelaatio. Tääkin olisi hyvin kaukaa hajattua. En keksi oikeastaan korrelaatio, mutta että se on syöty lautanen. Mitä sama juttu mitä se söi, mutta koitetaan hakuammuntaa. As I thought. Okay. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. But what's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if... Niin, sitä mä oon kyllä miettinyt siinä, että tolla lautasella on se T-bone steakin T-bone, T-luu. Mutta sen lautasellahan ei ollut. Kummallakaan lautasella ei ollut T-luuta. Remember if you will. Miss Vasks and Mr. Manala ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Miss Vasks. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. No onhan se mahdollista, että ne heitti sen pois. You ate the bone too. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like the incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Bask doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Johanna? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying... Yes, Johanna. As Miss Vasks left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim that what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day asks. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Sillä on käynyt samalla tavalla kuin tällä. Wrong, Mr. Wright. But I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you are going to present the wrong evidence. Ei tapahtunut vielä kertaakaan. I can sense it too with my fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. No näytetäänkö me sitä kehissä itsestään. Tää on ollut jo mulla kauan aikaa mielessä, että koska tää oli rikki tää ase. Rikkinäisellä teipatulla keihällä ei kukaan saa ketään hengiltä. Tosi mitä sen auttaa, kun me tiedetään, että se ei käyttänyt sitä. Mun pitäisi nyt näyttää niille tase. No, koitetaan tuolla. Present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. Mun piti yrittää näyttää nyt, että niinku todistusaineisto on sitten, että mikä on se murha-ase tänään, mä ajattelin. Että mikä ei ole se murha-ase. No, miten vaan. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you are. Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you are saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell me what was. How was Hammer killed? Okay, nyt me päästään siihen. Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Well, very well. Let's see this murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest. What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Devasks, these nuts. Miss Devasks meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs into the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you in my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true. You deny that what I say is true. Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer, all in the space of a 50-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 50 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There was... vahingossa klikkasin hiiren kakkosta. Ehkä se sanoo, that there was no time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another... she had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance... Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Kun sillä oli auto. Miss asks, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the Studio One to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate's costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasks could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Miss Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasks, shall I continue? No need. You are smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Syvä hiljaisuus. So, what happens next? Don't me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that. No, sehän sanoi se jo. I just said that. Wait, so you mean... Div asks, so it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. Jälleen syvä hiljaisuus. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did it? Mr. Wright, We just engaged in a battle of wits. As the result of that battle, you prove the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't, sir. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again, Vasks. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far, only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasks. Yes, Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see, very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything gained by repeating the last several minutes. Miss Edgeworth, I do see little point in making Miss Vasks repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. As they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. After finding the body, I was with Sal and Oldback, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldback, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. Asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Indeed. My thoughts exactly. I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we are close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. I was with Sal and Oldback, the security lady, when we found the body. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into the costumes, mind you. Press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put your hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? Means nothing. When you should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. But boy, the witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Voikaa se mielessään. Press harder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around. You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Basks. Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose it explains that. Very well, Miss Masks. You may continue. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at the time? At that time, no one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Taas syvä hiljaisuus. Silence. Hey Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Oliko jotain vinkkejä? Tossa oli jotain. Mihinkä mun pitäis... The security lady, old back, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Old back, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? Kyllähän me tiedetään se. She said so because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the steel samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Miss Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Kyllähän se. Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Vanhaa tietoa. Of course, I heard all this after this fact. That photograph is the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks that otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot of writing on it, with all those big wigs at the meeting. I'm sure professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they are quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I've sounded so interesting, but we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Tossa nyt ei oo mitään järkeä. Well, Miss Vasks, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasks said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Ah! Jep. Order. Miten sä et Phoenix tajunnut? Edgeworthin piti mainita toi. Mr. Edgeworth. What have you just said? It's a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Are you thinking of a career chance to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasks, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect their reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Hammer oli? Sehän oli se... Missä mä nyt näyttäisin? No. Pressataan. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to practice on her here. Everything we have done till now will have been erased. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. I was with someone all back at the security level when we found the body. The assistant was there too, on the policy. No en mä keksi muutakaan kuin... Tämä. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Ham is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasks. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but was it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when he was doing this, well, it would have been when he... It would have been to have It would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasks, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Ah. Order. I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasks. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? No, mulla on 2 teoriaa. Ensimmäinen oli mulla mielestä, että Hammer oli saanut tarpeekseen ja tuli uhkailemaan sitä tai jotain. Ja Vasks puolustautui tönässään ja se kuoli. Toinen vaihtoehto on, mikä tuli tässä äsken mieleen, on että se luuli, että se oli Powers, koska sillä oli Powersin puku. Sillä oli Steel Samurain puku. Ja se halusi sen kuoliaksi. Mutta katsotaan. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it. On lait varmaan, vaikka mä en oo yhtään. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vask's motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasks? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vask's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasks, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. Mulla on joku hius silmässä. Tai ripsissä. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasks, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasks have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please examine Miss Vask's motive for murder. Reveal evidence. Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vask's motive. No nyt en kyllä keksi. Mulla olisi ollut se mielessä, että se oli saanut tarpeeksi, mutta en mä keksi muuta kuin tämän näin. This is my proof. And this tells us why Miss Vasks wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. I say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this waste of the court's time. Nick, we are so close. Think this one through, please. Mr. Wright, I'll ask you again. Please explain Miss Vask's motive for murder. She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. Ehkä tää on lähempänä sitä, mitä mulla on ajatuksena. Ei sillä ollut mitään motiivia tappaa sitä ennen kuin se rupesi syyttämään sitä ja puolusi itseään sitä jotain. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vask did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasks. What? What? Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill the Vasks, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Paros on hajotat sun piippus. So, you did it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We are too late. Miss Vasks. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasks, please try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasks. No! Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, press D Vasks. In the waiting lobby, Joanna. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Joanna. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Joanna. I think not, Joanna. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is all natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Yeah! That is all. This court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you are okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasks, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I don't know. Ehkä se oli kateellinen. I guess we'll never know. Yes, of course. Phew, I'm not sure I wanted to go down that road. Mikähän se on sitten ollut? Varmaan tämä näet. Se oli kateellinen. Congratulations, VP. Oh, hey. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the still summer outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time clothing, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Tasks would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. And those kind of necessary. They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They are rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You are going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they should seriously go through with it. You have to buy a trading costume, okay? You have to trade with Cody and the assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that VP gets to play the lead again? I have questions. I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Powers. The end. Aika hyvin. Minuuttia vaille tasan tunni. A brand new episode has been added. Pannaan varmistaa, että me tallennetaan. Eiköhän mä tässä jatkan vielä. Tänään, nyt, pienen tauon jälkeen. Kiitos kun katsoitte ja jatketaan episodin 4. Ja ehkä tässä jaksossa selviää enemmän minun ja Phoenixin ja Edgeworthin väleistä. Sanonko mä sen jo. Kiitos kun katsoitte ja jatketaan seuraavalla kerralla.